I'm Dr. Peter Smolowitz, Chief Medical Officer at Milford Regional Medical Center. Milford Regional Medical Center is committed to providing exceptional healthcare services to our community with dignity, compassion, and respect. Everyone should expect a safe, caring, and inclusive environment in all our spaces. Our patient and visitor code of conduct helps us meet this goal. Words or actions that are disrespectful, racist, discriminatory, hostile, or harassing are not welcome.
In this round, here's Quanell X.
Well, Charles, there's a very interesting story about a courageous hospital in Massachusetts that has instituted a policy that racists and bigots are not welcome. And if you come to the hospital and they discover you are a racist and a bigot, they will turn you away and not give you service. So now if a skinhead comes that don't like Negroes and he has a broken leg, you won't get your leg fixed there, partner. And so if a Klan member, by God's grace and God's blessings, happen to get into a car wreck and he's about to bleed out, and he goes to this hospital here in Massachusetts, they gonna tell him, go back in the parking lot and you can die right there. I think that is a wonderful policy for that hospital. No more bigots accepted, no more haters accepted. Keep your racism and your bigotry away from this hospital, because too many black doctors have been the victims of racist individuals come to the hospital spewing racist venom and racial slurs toward them because they're black doctors and don't deserve it. There's been horror stories of black nurses for generations talk about how racist white people sometimes would spit on them because they were black nurses and say to their face, we don't want no niggas in here working on my mama, working on my daddy, or delivering my baby. This has been going on for generations, but this courageous hospital has now said to the bigots, you can't come here and get no medical treatment or medical service with your racist, rusty, raggedy behinds. I ain't got no problem with that. What's wrong
First
with
of all, I don't think they said they're going to let somebody bleed to death, but they did indicate that they would deny care and deny patients who evidenced that they have discriminatory ideas. Now, do you think that mental health, do you think that's a legitimate medical condition?
Yes.
So if a crazy person says crazy stuff, they shouldn't get treatment.
He said racist.
All right. Well, discriminatory. He talked. If you watch the whole video, first of all, I've never heard of Massachusetts, but Massachusetts is very far left, right? And they would disagree with you on a number of your positions about the LGBT community. And you think
he said nothing about the LGBT community.
Yes, he did. You watched the whole video. I know that. But if you go in there and say gay people shouldn't be allowed to get married, you think they should turn you down for your treatments?
Well, that wouldn't be bigotry.
Well, that's the bigotry
they
talks
mean
about.
Racial slurs.
No. See, you want to distill everything to just white people,
not
a
political opinion about civil unions and gay marriage.
Not true.
It's about
that's
homophobic
absolutely
slurs.
Not
and if
true.
you do that, you shouldn't get no treatment.
At the end of the day, if you present yourself to a hospital and you're dying, you should absolutely get care, no matter whether you got a swastika tattooed on your chest, or you're a black supremacist or a white supremacist, or
let that damn racist die.
If you're a homophobe, I think you know what? I disagree with your homophobia. You show up with a swastika, but you should
let him die right there in the lobby.
Absolutely should. It's a
America is better without him.
Do no harm, and that would be harming the person.
Harm
and doctors, look.
That would be justice.
We don't need to infect the administration of medical aid with far left orthodoxy and ideology that says everyone must agree.
I know what you're afraid about.
No, well, you know what
that if you got to go to the hospital, they're not going to treat you in Massachusetts.
Here's the thing. You are the one.
If you go down there, they're going to turn you away.
You are the one.
That's what you're worried about.
Me. You are the one
Don't worry,
that
Charles.
loves to talk about
when you need that defibrillator machine,
holistically.
I'll hold it for you.
You'll hold it for me,
when you need that, put it on your chest, and that shock treatment, I'll hold it for you.
At the end of the day, the only person that sits in and looks into this camera and says things holistically denigrating people of one complexion is you. And your constant demonization of white people holistically. So it shocks me that you love to piss and moan about racism so much, but you also love racism so much. Bless my heart. So about me. If someone that's if you're in a car wreck,
I do.
If you're in a car wreck,
I love you, good white folk, Charles. As much as you love me,
and you show up,
and only you know.
And they put one of your old face-off clips on talking about gay people, and they say, no, he don't like gay people, put him back on the curb. You okay with that?
They're not going to do that.
Why not?
Because the black gay brother going to bring me in and give me some treatment.
Okay.
Because the black gay brother know this for a fact.
So it only should be for white
oppression
people.
is greater for black people than gay people.
It should only be a rule that
And
if a
imagine
white
being
person,
gay and black in America.
if a white person says something bad, throw them out to die.
Look,
but if a black person says something racist, oh, well,
I didn't
never
say
mind.
that.
You did. You just said it.
I said if the victim speaks the truth, which would be a black person, about some racist bigot,
So what about
well, then let them get some treatment.
What about all the people you're bigoted
But the
against?
so-called mental health crazy white boy who hate all Negroes and want to make that known, let his ass die right there in the parking lot. I ain't got no problem with that.
if a black supremacist comes in there and says they hate white people,
What is black supremacy?
there's somebody that believes black people are superior to other races, just like white supremacy or Asian supremacy
so a black
or whatever.
person who suffers the reverse effects of white supremacy, you mean?
I just mean a bigot and a racist, right? But it happens not to be a white racist, and it says racist stuff. You think he should be treated? So the rules should only apply to white heterosexual people?
I didn't say that.
Okay, so
Because
white.
you got some racist white women too.
Okay.
All them damn racist Karens,
Well,
let her come on up in there too.
So
and when
just
she start
white
talking
people.
that foolishness,
So you
send
want
her
a
right
rule
back out the door.
that's just for white people?
I didn't say that.
Okay, so who else?
You got racist Asians too.
Oh, okay, just not black people.
You
black
got some
people,
racist Latinos.
Black people can say whatever
like
the
Ted
hell
Cruz.
they want.
Like Ted Cruz.
So black people
And
can
then,
say,
oh no, wait a minute. You got some racist black folks like Clarence Thomas in the Supreme Court.
Okay.
If that Negro show up who needs some medical treatment, send him right back out the door too.
if a conservative Republican black person shows up, then you can let him die.
I didn't say that.
But if a black person hates white
But if
people
Herschel
shows up,
Walker showed up at that hospital, turn him around.
I get it. I get it. You love
Because
Donald
he
Trump.
Uncle Ruckus,
You love
he
Donald
Chicken
Trump,
George, he Fiddler, and all the rest of the sellouts.
Okay, but that
so if
sounds,
Herschel Walker show up, send him back out there with him
So
too.
that kind of sounds like bigotry. So they should
How
deny.
is that? You and I both know Herschel Walker hates himself for being black.
So what you're saying is that
Clarence Thomas hates himself for being black.
What you're saying is
He
we
married
need a
that big
rule.
old tall white lady. Have you see her? She about 6'5", he about
We
5'8".
we need
He
a
got to get him a
rule.
footstool to get him some sugar. Yeah, look, let me tell you something.
You want a rule that just applies to white people.
I did
Just
not
denies
say
care
that.
to white people that
I'm
have
not
bigoted
saying that.
ideas. But
All
you,
bigots should be turned away.
oh, all bigots,
Yes.
right? So you should be turned away.
Oh, no. They going to treat me.
Well, hi.
Now, your old behind, I know what they're going to do with
you
you.
don't like white people.
God damn it, you ain't
you
gonna
don't
make a
like
pass
gay
emergency
people.
room.
You don't like
they
white
won't even
people.
take your temperature.
You don't like white people. You don't like gay people.
You know I
That's
love y'all,
quantity.
man. You know I love y'all.